So what's going on, my beautiful people out there in the fragrance world? Welcome to PR Scents. My name's Jose, and here you'll find fragrance reviews for the common man and ladies at not too expensive prices. So I thought I'd do something different today. I know it's starting to get warm in a lot of parts of the US, but it's still pretty damn cold. Tomorrow is supposed to be 27 degrees here in Tennessee, so that's ridiculous. So in light of that, I figured I'd give you guys 10 ideas for leather fragrances. So if you want to know what leather fragrances I have to show you, stick around and I'll see you in a second. Thanks, guys. Bye. So what's happening, my beautiful people out there in the fragrance world? Welcome to PR Scents, like I said before. So we're going to be doing 10 leather-based fragrances that some of these, even though they're leather, you might think leather heavy, blah, I can't wear it in the spring and summer, but some of these you can. Just go light on the sprays, and some of them I will. But let me tell you what I have for you and see if you like them. Let me know, and here we go. So the first one is one of my absolute favorite, and it is, God, it's so low. Rare Carbon by AFNAN. And Rare Carbon is supposed to be a clone of Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. It starts off with leather, violet leaf, nutmeg, and cinnamon. It ends off with sandalwood, amber, and vetiver. Beautiful, beautiful scent. Definitely unisex. Definitely backup bottle worthy. Not very expensive, and you can wear this pretty much year round. Just in the summer, I would take it easy in the summer. You know, probably spring and fall and winter. But beautiful scent. Next. Now this one is a heavy leather scent, and it's very boozy and very leathery. And it is Bentley for Men Intense. Beautiful, beautiful scent, but you've got to get used to it. You have to be very confident to wear this. This is, like I've said before in my previous videos, this is a fragrance that Bruce Wayne would wear. Absolute, Bentley for Men Absolute is a scent that Batman would wear. This is Bruce Wayne. It is gorgeous, but it's something, it's not a blind buy. I would definitely try to get, a tester for it. It's got black pepper, bay leaf, starts off with that, ends with some leather, incense, benzoin, and it is gorgeous. It's really, really nice. I would say this is probably more cool weather scent, not summer scent, but because it's so heavy, it's got incense and it smells like booze and leather at the same time. Very, very nice. Next. Now, one that doesn't get talked about that much anymore, although it's still a love, and that is Ferragamo. Ferragamo. And this one is fresh, spicy. It starts off with lavender and apple, and then ends up with leather, labdanum, and amber. And I love this scent. The only problem I have with this scent is that it doesn't last that long. But just respray. It's not that expensive. I found this at Marshall's for like $34, and it's a pretty darn big bottle. And it's really nice for spring, summer, fall. I mean, I think this is very versatile, so you can wear this pretty much anytime, and it smells very, very nice. Next. Now, one that I really, really love, and it is Futura La Homme, okay, by Armaf. And this is a Dior Homme, although it does smell a lot to me like Dior Homme Intense as well, and Valentino Uomo Intense. It's got leather in it, but it also has that very lipsticky, kind of waxy scent as well. Starts off with lavender, sage, and bergamot, and then ends up with vetiver and leather and cedar, and it is just a gorgeous scent. But you kind of have to like that lipstick kind of feel, because that's what it comes off as. But guys, don't be afraid of this one. For the price, I think I paid like $32 for it. Really, really nice. Now be careful if you do decide to order this. because there's also a Futura La Homme Intense, which is also beautiful. They last on my skin 4 to 6 hours, and for that time, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous scent, but it becomes more of a skin scent. So if you're expecting it to project and be really, you know, out there, it's not maybe for the first hour, but after that, it kind of, you know, dries down into more of a skin scent. But still, gorgeous scent, Futura La Homme by Armaf. Now, one of my favorite, and I messed up the bottle. Actually, I don't know how. I dropped it and I messed it up, but it is Lattafa Velvet Oud. And Lattafa Velvet Oud smells alike like ombre leather and Tuscan leather. And the way I messed it up is it just sprays one shot. But I don't care. It's still really beautiful. Let me just, oh my God, it's so lovely. It's got leather, agarwood, incense, citruses. And it is one of my favorite scents. And it doesn't smell like all the other ones, like a YUQUWAM or a rare carbon. It has the same DNA, but it's just a little spicy. It's got cinnamon in it, and cinnamon. It has cinnamon in it, and it's just really nice. I definitely recommend Velvet Oud. Longevity, projection on my skin, maybe 4 to 6 hours, and then again it becomes more of a skin scent. But still, I just love smelling it on myself because it's that good. Next. Now this one may surprise you that it has leather in it, but I love this scent. It took a while to grow on me because it is so damn spicy. It is really spicy. The bottle is beautiful, and it is Lattafa's QAED. And it is a gorgeous scent, but very spicy. It's got cinnamon, cardamom, bergamot as top notes. It ends off with vanilla, amber, agarwood, and leather. But what you get out of it is like a very slight leathery undertone with a lot of spices on top. But it's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. But this is not blind buy worthy. You definitely need to know if you like this kind of scent. If you're still into the freshies, like that level 1, you know, you're just starting out, this probably won't be for you. But once you start experimenting with like the Middle Easterns and the heavier scents, this would be one to try because it's really nice. And that is QAED by Lattafa. Next. Now the next one is one of my favorite, and it is RASASI's YUQUWAM. This came out in 2012, so it's been around for 11 years. Really nice. It starts off with a spicy raspberry tone. It has saffron in it as a top note, so it gives it a little kick of spiciness, but not a lot. What you get most is a very like sweet raspberry scent with a leather base underneath it, and it is just a very beautiful scent. I don't have that much, so I don't want to spray, but really gorgeous. It's supposed to be a clone of Tuscan leather, and it is pretty close, I have to admit, because I've smelled Tuscan leather. And this is probably the most expensive one on this list. It goes for about $65 now, but it's a RASASI, which is usually the going rate for a lot of the RASASIs. RASASI is more of a little bit more upscale-ish. Lattafa is starting to up their prices as well. So, you know, now is the time to get like a lot of the winter scents because the demand for them are not as high. But this one, YUQUWAM, you can definitely pull this off in a nice cool spring, 1 or 2 sprays, a nice cool summer. It's just a gorgeous scent. Put it on when you're at the house, you know, just to smell it because it's just so beautiful. So that's RASASI's YUQUWAM. Next. Now this one was a Target find, and it is CREMO, and this is fairly new. This came out in 2022. This is number 21 vintage suede. You can see I've only had this for probably 4 months, and I put a dent in it because it is that good. Now, it's leather. It's just, it smells like ombre leather, even though the notes don't have any leather in it. It's got suede, it's got amber, and it's got moss, but it comes off as a ombre leather, very leathery though. Like, whereas La YUQUWAM Rare Carbon has kind of a sweet raspberry, like a berry kind of undertone to it, this is more of just a leather, like a leather jacket kind of scent. I have gotten complimented on this quite a few times. I wear this mostly if I'm going out on errands and things like that, just so I don't put a dent in my, my real ones. But guys, it's beautiful. It really, really is nice. And you're paying like $23 for it. So, you can't lose with this. It's just beautiful. And depending on who you talk to, some people will tell you it lasts them 6-7 hours. Some people will say it lasts 2 to 4 hours. On my skin, it lasts about 3 to 4 hours. And then I have to respray. But I don't mind because I paid $22 for it. So, I don't care. And it's so good that I just like wearing it. So this one is CREMO's Vintage Suede. I definitely recommend this one. Next. Now, this is one that I found based on Ross's recommendation at TLTG, and I found it at Ross department store, and it is Ben Sherman's Signature. This is a clone of ombre leather, like half of them are clones of ombre leather, but it's $9.99, guys, and it actually smells really good. I was absolutely in shock of how good this was, because it just blew my mind. And it's $9.99, guys. It's not expensive at all. The bottle is really nice. Ben Sherman makes clothes, and apparently they make fragrances as well. And for $9.99, if you want to get a very, very cheap, just throw it on kind of fragrance that smells a bit like ombre leather, Ben Sherman's Signature is one to get. It just smells a lot like ombre leather for $9.99. So this is one I recommend, Ben Sherman Signature. Next and last. Now, if you want a Terre de Hermes clone for probably, I think this one, I found it, a small little one. I found it at Marshall's, I believe it was, and it is Michael Kors Extreme Journey. This starts off with pink pepper, it has patchouli in it, and then its base is leather. And it is really nice. It's not an ombre leather or anything like that. Like I said, it's supposed to be very close to Terre de Hermes, and excuse me, after you smell so many of them, you start getting like, but it's really, really nice. And this one I would definitely say you can get away with, year round. Just, monitor your sprays depending on the season, but it's really pretty. It doesn't last that long, at least on my skin it doesn't. The atomizer is not that bad. And you get a very woody, slightly leathery kind of scent, a little spicy, and the bottle kind of tells you when you look at it. So this one is Extreme Journey by Michael Kors. If you find it, and you want to pay like $30, I would definitely recommend this one as well, if you like those kind of scents. But this one is probably the lightest leather of all of these, I would say. So if you want to start getting into leather to see if you like it, this is not a bad way to go. And then start moving up and, moving into the velvet ouds, and the QAED is probably the last one you want to get because that one's so heavy. But yeah, but this one, very, very nice. So I hope you like this, guys. I'll try to do more like these, you know, incense based. There's this, I have a whole bunch of other leather ones, but I wanted to keep this short. So if you like this video, please do me a favor. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. Let me know, do you have any of these? Do you agree? What do you think? And, you know, do you recommend any other leather ones that you think I should get? So as always, guys, make sure that you guys be safe, you be loved, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.